Okay, so what you've just seen is footage of this windmill, which I created. This is on my private server, actually, the Irrelevant Gamer Nerd server, but yeah, so the latest building in my project is this windmill. And obviously, as you can tell, it plays the Song of Storms on a loop when you're near it, so that's nice. I tried to recreate the inside as best I could. I actually I have 3DS and I have Ocarina of Time 3D on there, so I tried to recreate it based on that game. Obviously there are some limitations with detail because it's Minecraft. But, yeah. This is what became of it. And I just thought that I would dedicate this project to a one MC Gamer because he has inspired me to do this, to build this crazy machine with his amazing Ocarina of Time playthrough. Creeper blew up here, had to fix that. And yeah, there's a bunch of wiring back here. I'll show that in a second. But as you could see there was a grave pushed aside there, and back at the end of this winding path, why was that? Okay, at the end of this winding path, however, there is the doorway up into the top of this little platform as well. Because, hey, might as well recreate the full thing, right? So as far as the actual wiring goes, the only real complex part was the loop switch. Basically, this is just a button, goes all the way down there, and then the switch goes up here. That just leads to the torch there, so that it can show you whether it's on or off. And then these both go down into the same room. So I'll show this down here. Oh, let me turn my sound down. That might be a good idea. Okay, so this room is a little bit complicated. Here's where the lever comes down. And, okay, where to start? Well, first things first. At the end of all of that crazy circuitry, here's the actual note blocks. Looping around and doing all their craziness. I actually used fewer note blocks than you might think, because I recreated the first part of the song. I created it only once, but then I proceeded to basically, let me get there. Yeah, I suck at this game sometimes. Okay, so right here, here's where the end of the thing goes. This is the that part of the song, and then that goes into this. This is a pulse limiter, which is attached directly to a sticky piston here, and this sticky piston is then above two torches, and since it's on that delay specifically, this piston just kind of pushes the block but then doesn't pull it back due to a bug in the timing. And so the first time that it goes through, it pushes it out to here and activates this line, which plays that section of it, and then this goes back to the beginning and plays through the whole first section again. And then once it gets to here, this pulls it back there, and voila. And then this is actually another pulse limiter here. That's just a necessary part to make the whole thing work right. But this goes to a spider suffocating, amongst other things. Might have actually been burning. Let me turn those guys down. They're loud. Okay, so that comes down to here and goes to this AND gate. And this is the first AND gate. This is basically the song on a loop. So it goes to here and it turns this torch off. and this is linked directly to that lever up there. So if this is off and this is off, then this turns on and starts the whole song over again immediately. It bypasses all of this other craziness. But it also, this button, or the end of the thing there, goes around to here as well, and over here to this redstone torch, which is also attached to the lever, as you can see. And when I flip the lever, it forces this torch to stay off permanently. But when it's in loop mode, basically, this is always off. But when it's not in loop mode, this turns off like it is, or turns on when that goes off, because that's the end circuit. Which then turns this side of an RS NOR latch. This looks complex here, let me get it. This section of wiring right here, that's an RS NOR latch. So basically this, when it flicks on, resets the RS NOR latch. And the button, meanwhile, comes over here and sets the RS NOR latch. So that's the other side, and then that goes into a pulse limiter, so that because this side will stay on, I want it to just tick once and then go in and play the song. So the button basically acts like a button and starts the song, but it also triggers this side of an RS NOR latch that then keeps it on, so you can't press the button a bunch of times up there and cause it to keep on hitting this first note or something crazy like that. It waits until the end of the song and then resets it so you can press the button again. Or it will also never reset it due to this if it's on loop mode, and instead it will just keep on playing it. So that's the wiring. Difficult. It's really simple wiring, but it's kind of tough to explain. I think, honestly, if Etho were here. But anyway, not talking about Etho. Hi, Spoiler. Die for me, please. Oh, there's that creeper again. Creepers be creeping. Yeah. What? Okay. So, yep, that's all for this video of the Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time Windmill. That is as faithful a recreation as I can make with my terrible building skills. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.